Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkovic. Today we're going to do a little touch-up on my bow. And when you have your bow and you got your finish on there are times that you're going to have little dings or little things that you're going to want to touch up. And if you hunt like I do, where I'm down here in these swamps, the brush is so thick that we're constantly using our bow to move brush out of the way. Knock this branch, swing that branch, slide that over, push that out of the way. Constantly moving branches with your bow, and you'll start to eventually get a little slight bit of finish wear. You can see it here. Okay, right on there, slight finish. It's on both sides. Right here like this, you start to get that, and it's on the bottom limb here. Not so much on this one because my quiver is there, but on this side, we start to get it a little bit right along here. You start getting this finish wear. And again, it's from moving brush. You know, again, you're pushing things out of the way with your bow constantly. And by having that, we want to just touch that up and clean that up. And if you get any dings or nicks or anything like that in your bow, you want to clean it or fix it. Now, I talked to Steve a while ago about how to do that. He said you can use car wax. Works perfect on it too if you want something quick and simple and easy to do. I've been using polyurethane on all my bows for a long time. And even my bow tips, before I use tip protectors, I would dip this lower limb tip into poly. I would actually take a can like this right here, and I would open it, and then I would take that bow tip and I would dip it bloop, into there. Not all low ceiling, not all the way up to the string loops, but just before that. But I would dip that in there, let it dry, dip it again, let it dry, dip it again, let it dry. Do that 4 times for that extra wear protection on a lower limb tip. I did that all the time. These have got 3 or 4 layers of that polyurethane on it, even under that limb tip. So I'm real particular about that finish and taking care of things. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to touch that up just a little bit. I'll bring it in where you can see. Again, if you look at that on that edge, you can see this. Right there, those wear marks that are from here to here are basically from, again, pushing stuff out of the way. So when we want to patch that, what we're going to do here, make it where you can, I'll bring you in where you can see it. But we're going to use this table. We're going to set that bow there. We're going to spin this. All we're going to do is apply a little bit of polyurethane. Just sweet and simple and easy. We're not going to overdo it. We're not going to get carried away. Now, you can do it with a brush if you want to. Which I'll show you that. I'll demonstrate that. But so we're going to take this polyurethane here, and we're going to just dab a little bit right there, just ever so light. Okay, just a little bit. Make sure you can see me. I can't see you. Spin that there. There we go. And then we are going to lightly just apply that right along there. Fade it in. We are going to just seal that up just for the protection factor. Now I'm going to let that sit there for a second, and then I'm going to wipe that off with a paper towel. But that is going to just help protect that edge and that finish from, again, my abuse. This is all my personal abuse that I'm doing to it. So we set that down. We grab a piece of paper towel. Like this. We'll grab a piece of this, and we are just going to lightly, barely even any pressure, just to take off that high spots of that. Smooth that right on. Now you can actually do the whole application with a paper towel like this if you want to. Okay, and voila. And that's all there is to it. It is sweet, simple, and easy. And now you can see that that is all resealed and re-protected, because you weren't hurting a bow, you're just kind of getting rough on the finish. And now when that dries, taking my finger to take that right off that edge, want that paper towel on there to get that off that edge, off the glass, like so. But now that finish is actually re-protected. It was that simple. That's all we had to do was that. Now, we're going to do the rest of this bow, but the advantage to this is that now I have, let me bring you back up where I can show you. There we go. Okay, but the advantage to that now is that my bow is completely re-protected on here. Sorry, fighting the camera here. There we go. But that bow is now completely resealed, reprotected, and when it dries, I'll put one more coat on that. But now we have, you know, that edge wear is no longer an issue, because I'm not going to stop doing it. I'm not going to stop pushing brush with my bow all the time. It's just part of the game out here, especially with how thick everything is when we're hog hunting. It's just it's a way of life. It's different down here than it is in the Midwest, where you have a lot less stuff to deal with brush wise. Here it's a mandatory deal. So that little bit though is going to protect us and make your bow last a lot longer. All we're using is a simple, you can get gloss if you want, or satin. Since my bow has a gloss finish, I went with a semi-gloss on here, but it's just polyurethane is all it is. And just the slightest little, you know, finish correction is all we're doing for it. So little simple tip for you to keep your bow. Now if you had, I don't have any nicks or dings on mine, but if you did, say you caught it on your car door, or you banged it on something, or you dropped something, an arrow on it or whatever, and you had a ding or a mark in there, you could do the same exact thing. Just touch it with a little bit of polyurethane and you're going to be good. Poly's easy to clean up. It works very well. It flexes with the bow very well. And other than like pro grade finishes, like me calling up Steve and saying, hey, respray my bow or something like that, this is about the best thing that we can do. There's a lot of different options out there. Like I said, car wax is one that he highly recommended too. So there's a lot of options you can do. But this is a sweet, simple, and easy and very effective method to be able to protect that bow and take care of things, especially the limb tips. It holds up so well on the actual limb tips if you don't use a limb protector. Like I said, keeps that finish from wearing off and letting any moisture get in there. But you would just take that right there and just dip, and then pull it out, give it, you know, give it about 2 hours, 3 hours to dry, dip it again, pull it out, give it a couple hours to dry, dip it once more, and you'll get that nice finish. Just don't get up in your string knocks. Just stick low on that limb tip there. You know, come up, you know, yay far, but that way when you're setting that bow on your leg, or you're doing this stuff with it, you're going to have it protected. So just a little tip for you, a little idea. Which side did I do already? I did that side, so we need to do this side. We're going to set that over there. All right, I'm going to finish doing this bow up, and thanks for watching.